Hey, I'm back. What's up? What's up? What's up? Now, before we start off the show, it's about week 4 now, going on week 4 now of the lockdown, the countrywide lockdown, and coronavirus is real. I know before I went on break with the show, I made light of the situation as most people did because I thought it would be a fluke. It'll be a flu. It'll just fly right by. 2 weeks max, but there's a lot of information that was held from us, the government for one, and some politicians are getting what's it called? Some politicians are getting audited because they jumped out of the stock market before, like about 4 of them before the pandemic hit, and looks like they had a little more information than we did. So I was just taking light of the situation, but it's serious now. So everybody has to do their part, even if you believe it or not. Now, there's something that always stuck with me about, because every time I see either Chinese or Asian people wearing masks, back in the day, back then, I was told this one thing that always stuck with me, is that they're not doing it to only protect themselves from your germs. They're doing it to protect you from their germs. So take light of that and protect yourself when you go out there so it could stop this pandemic from floating, from transmitting. So do your part. You don't have to do much, dog. You just have to do your part. Hey, welcome back. Now, I know you've noticed this is the Rolling Stoner podcast. Welcome to the Rolling Stoner podcast. Now, if you came from the midday smoke break era, this is the new Rolling Stoner podcast. I'm, of course, the Rolling Stoner. So, how is this show going to continue from here? I'm going to get into all that coming up, but first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to the healthcare workers, the nurses, everybody that are helping, that are going out of their way, that are putting in more hours. They are at risk. Also, the grocery workers, the restaurant workers, all these workers are in the front line. They're out there. They're helping us. We need it. A lot of people have been laid off, but there's some people that are still working just to help us live and to save lives. So shout outs to them first and foremost. Okay, so let's start this off. As usual. Like I said before, the last episode, I told you things are not going to change that much. It's going to be rebrand. Of course, Rolling Thunder Podcast, new music, new everything. Rebrand is in full effect. Duh. Okay, so what's on the menu today? We still got a menu, of course. Let me come there. On the menu today is orange cookie cream. No, orange cookie mac. Sorry, orange cookie mac. I believe it's a hybrid. And it's about 20% THC on this mug. How do I know that? You already know how. It's track, trace, all that. You're back with another episode. Oh, why? I didn't even see what episode number this is. Oh, it's been a while. It's going to take me a little while to get used to it again. It's been a while. So, today's episode numero 62. That's episode number 62. We rolling out here. I forgot that part. Wow, what a rookie. Episode 62, and I feel like a rookie. Isn't that crazy? As you know, papers don't really stay lit. And this cheap lighter I have, it's dying. How can it be dying when there's like so much liquid left? Like, what the hell? That's why I hate these cheap lighters. I don't even know how I got this. Let me put this away. So this show is changing in a little bit of, in some ways, as it's gonna be geared a little more towards music. Because through my research in 62 episodes, I realized I get the most hits when I talk more about music stuff. So that's what the show is gonna gravitate slowly towards. Gravitate. You know how it gravitates. So I've given shout outs to the healthcare workers, the grocery workers, everybody in the front line helping us at their own risk at that. So shout outs to them. And it's crazy how this pandemic hit, how, it started from, rich people that travel around, travel the globe. And there's a lot of poor people that have never left their block. They were born here, they went to school there, and they're going to die right there. They've never left their block. And now, all of a sudden, they're at risk. Their health is at risk because there's some people that are globetrotting out here and coming back with a gift. Not a good gift. A miserable gift. So, it sucks, but I am expecting my check, as you should, and a lot of people are filing for unemployment, as you should. There's a lot of ways you could rebound from this. So there's a lot of money out there to be gotten to public, public assistance that could be gotten especially if you've been laid off. So they're not gonna come and tell you, hey, we need to give you money. No, you have children, you need to go research it. It's out there. Research it, even if you're self-employed. You're covered. So research it so you could take care of your fam. Okay, so let's move on a little bit now. So I must give the doomsday people credit. You know the doomsday people that are always waiting for that apocalypse. You know them, right? They always hoard everything in the stores. When this pandemic hit, I thought it was one of those, I go shopping every day, mainly. I don't really store food or cook, so I depend on going out to eat every day. I've talked about that plenty of times on the show before, so I'm not going to touch on that right now. So I kind of just, I thought it was another doomsday scare. You know how they be. The Y2K people. We're going to hoard everything because it's the end of the world is coming. But was I surprised how they were finally right? They got one. They got one. Now, the end of the world isn't coming, of course, but all their hoarding kind of paid off. And now they're stuck with cans and cans of stuff they're not going to eat. And I really hope they can't return them now because, the pandemic hit and you could still go to the grocery store. Again, shout outs to the grocery store workers. You can still go there and cop whatever you need to cop. Things are limited a little bit, but it's still available. So, they got one. They got one. That's for fucking sure. Let's move on to, like I said, we're going to gravitate a little more towards music on the show. Now, before I start everything off, I want to say, I told you it was a rat year, the Chinese rat year. And boy, are we not disappointed. Now, what I mean is Adi motherfucking boom. Adi boom. Now, I know you listen to this. My audience don't know who the hell Adi Boom is, so I'm going to tell you about it. Of course, that's why I'm here. He's a battle rapper. Now, he just came back from jail. He just came back from jail after serving 5 years. Now, in the hip-hop community, after you come back from jail, you're kind of praised a little bit. You've made it out. You're back. He's home. Adi Boom is home. He's home. Let's celebrate. It's like Meek Mill, when he came home, he became somebody different. Gucci Mane, when he finally came home after the 100th time of going back in, he became somebody different. So we cheer, we applaud it. Lil Boozy, when they come back home, we applaud them. They made it out. They're different now. They're different. They're highly regarded now. So we celebrate them. Let me play a little clip. Let me play just a little clip. Let me put on my headphones real quick. So let me play a little clip for you. Where's this clip at? Should I have this skewed? Okay. So his first opponent is Big K. Now he has a whole bunch of high level, because before he went in, he wasn't at the top, But when he's back, he's had 5 years to have a bunch of lyrics, rhymes written down. So he should be sharp. So he has battles booked that are higher. So his first one is Big K, and right off the back, Big K set out to destroy this nigga. Straight up destroy this nigga. This is what he went with. Hold on, let me fast forward this to the main part. I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's most likely copyrighted. So I just want to give you a little taste of battle rap, since that's something I've been into lately. Because I spoke about it before, how I used to really be into it. Now, hey, I'm at home, I'm pandemic. What am I going to do, huh? I'm back. All right, this is how it just started. Like, straight off the game, he was ready to just knock off this man's career. Straight out the gate.
David Green.
Yeah.
Free
his real name, Adigún David Green.
What, you was locked up 5 years? I should beat your ass. I don't give no fuck about jail. I know he's selling dreams. You only did 5. Your Code E got 17. I know what that mean. It's stated so specific. I've been back and forth so many times, I got motion sickness. This ain't no fucking welcome home. I'ma expose your business and make it well known how you snitched on your co-defendants. The fake ain't rocking anymore. I'm getting so explicit. Karma knocking at your door. There. Like Jehovah's Witness. I'm not saying it's the truth.
There's no more rapping. It's time to fight.
Would you like to see the proof? I could go and get it.
Go get the proof.
All that dick eating shit y'all be doing, every fucking battle talking, all that gay shit.
I got the FedEx box. Yeah. The FedEx on this nigga.
Every fucking battle y'all talking this gangster shit. Look.
Pull it out. Send it out. Give it out. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. You should have been swinging by now.
Curious about your case, I had my lawyer look it up. Found out you was a snake and the boy is shook as fuck. Before y'all say I made this up or claim it's just an imitation, realize that court records in this nation are public information. You can find this on westlaw.com and justia.com. Do dirty. Type in David Green, 2011, Millville, New Jersey. Now for those in attendance, is that Hold up! Yeah! Listen, yo! Hold on, listen!
No, don't worry, this is no reaction video, don't worry. We're getting there.
Be quiet! Now, for those in attendance, as I proceed to wrap around, I want everybody to have a copy.
Take one
so take
and
one
pass it down.
Can we do that?
Yeah, keep on.
All right, let me send it right there. So basically, let me explain this to you. Basically, in the street culture, now if you're a regular civilian, if you're, mind your business, pay your taxes, go to work, come back. If you see crimes being committed, you could call the cops. That's okay. You do that. That's fine. It's not really snitching because you're not about that life. Now, snitching is when you and a friend you plot to go commit a crime. Let's say, in this case, robbery, breaking into somebody's house and robbing them. And then you guys get caught together because you and your friend planned it. Then in order for you to get less sentence or to get freed, you tell that he did that. He did all this. You put the blame and onus on him so you don't have to do your full time. So he gets max and you get 5 years. That is snitching because you're in that life and you told on a friend that you both conspired to do this crime. And that's a big no-no. No. But in this generation, snitching is kind of okay because 6ix9ine just got freed and he's probably going to be number 1 in the charts soon enough. Of course, soon enough, he's going to be number 1 in the motherfucking charts. So that's just how it is. But this was crazy because when I was off battle rap for a while, like I said, I never heard of Adi Boom because it was not the era that I was listening, that I was in tune to the culture. But for some weird reason, I saw the face off. Now, battle rap has face off just like boxing. just like MMA. They come together, they face off before the fight, before the lyrical sparring that they do. And I don't know why I just decided to watch the face-off for no reason. I was like, oh, who's this? He's back? Okay. Big K, okay. Okay. He was barking. He was acting erratic. Oh, I was like, oh, he's back for real? Okay, let me pay attention to this one. Now, I actually watched the battle live. Not live, but, close to live. And before the reactions and everything, I actually thought, it was not a big deal. Snitching, he's a snitch. This generation is different, so I kept listening to the whole round. But afterwards, when I saw the backlash, how his battle, Adaboom's battles got canceled later. Like, he had bigger cards for bigger bank, canceled. Like, everything's canceled, and he tried to moonwalk out of it. He even said the Big K printed out and it's fake, but the information is out there. It's real. It's out there. You could search it, and everybody have concluded, yeah, he's a snitch, he's a rat, and he's no longer in battle rap. He really just ended that man's career, and he said he would on the face-off. But face-offs, people talk, they brag. That's how it is. They're here to sell a fight, or in this case, a lyrical fight. And he was not playing. He came in, knocked that out the park right away. Whatever he said after that, they talk big guns, big talk. Doesn't matter because you're a snitch. That's straight up. So, the rat year has begun, and it's official. 6ix9ine is free. It's official. Rats, it's a different thing these days. The kids that listen to music, they don't really care about snitching anymore. Before, it used to be a death sentence. Now it's street cred. Street cred indeed. Okay, so now that we've talked about rat years, let me review a album real quick. It's not going to be a real review. It's not going to be a long, in-detail review. I'm just going to mention it. Now, this song that I've been stuck with for the last quarantine, The Weeknd's album. The Weeknd. Was it After Hours? Yeah, it's pretty good. Now, let me just listen to a small beat. A small beat sample, because I love beats. This song in particular, I'm going to skip through all the crying he does. He cries a lot on this bitch. I'm heartless, but you broke my heart. Fuck out of here, nigga. You ain't really heartless, dog. Okay. Like, listen to this beat. God damn. Oh, hey. Love beats. Hey, look at that. That shit just seeps into your soul. The Weeknd is on another level. A whole nother level. So I really like this album. I do. Other than the parts of him crying. He cries a lot. You crying too much, nigga. For real. Alright, let me start this year. I'm not going to go into all the lyrics, all the breakdowns, and this is not going to be an in-depth review, but I just thought I'd mention it. This album is pretty damn good, and it dropped right during the quarantine, and it popped. It really popped. There's a lot of good songs in here. There's a lot of skippables that I'm not too fond of him crying. I think it's Gigi Hadid or Bella Hadid that is his ex-girlfriend that he's crying about. That's what the internet is saying, but I'm not all into that. I love the music. I love the Heartless, all this, but then he starts crying. Starts crying. But I also saw this meme that one of those weird those weird news where it says, oh, this rapper's been hospitalized. Lil Uzi has just been hospitalized. I was like, oh no, he has corona? What's going on? Oh no, he broke his back because he's been carrying the hip hop industry. Facts, nigga. Now I listened to his album too before the Weeknd's album, and it was pretty good. That's the next person to look up for. That he's pretty good. He's the next generation. He's pretty damn good. The album, I loved it. The beats, they were pretty nice. Let me listen. Let me just pop a sample on this album. I didn't have it queued up. Let me search real quick. Hold up. What's his name? How do you spell it? See, I had that smoke before this. Okay, let me. Little Uzi. Okay. So it's the Eternal Atake. Now, people have been waiting for this album for a while, and it did not disappoint. Listen to this. Listen to that. When you're walking down the street and somebody sneezes, that's exactly what you gotta tell them. Hey, you better move. Hey, you better move. Hey, you better move. Hey, you better move. No corona. Better move. No Rona. No Rona. You better move. You better move. You better move. You better move. All right, let me stop. I spent too much time with you. So I really enjoyed that one as well. It was a good album. It's different. It's the kids. These albums are doing numbers, big numbers. Now I'm not gonna talk about numbers because it's not what we get into on this show. I'm strictly talking sonically. It's pretty good. Now I haven't had a chance to really observe the Childish Gambino album, although I started it and it was good. It got beats, it got soul. That's probably gonna be the top album to smoke to. Rolling Stoner, that's gonna be the album to smoke to, for real. So those have been album breakdown, and I said this show is gonna slide more towards music because through all my analytics for the past year and a half that I've been doing this show, when I talk about music, that gets more hits. So you see how that goes? You see? Okay, you see. Now, MMJ, of course. Now, today I want to hit you with the word of the day. What is today's word of the day? Okay, now I know we've taken a break and we're back. You see the new logo, new show, new name, everything. Same guy. No, actually, I'm Rolling Stoner now. Rolling Stoner on Twitter. Go check it out. Rolling Stoner. You gotta hit it with triple S's on that Stoner. You know, I keep a silencer on my Stoner. Okay, so enough of that. Word of the day. Word of the day is Bogart a joint. Bogart a joint. Now, what I mean is, you're refusing to share. You're bogarting that shit. Dog. This is the sentence, by the way. Dog. You gonna pass that, or you gonna Bogart that joint? You got it? Bogart a joint. That has been your word of the day. Okay. So I'm gonna keep this one short, sweet, short. Now, there's new content coming. Now, of course, remember I told you before this I was gonna stop doing bleeping sports. Now I'm gonna transition into gaming. Now I'm gonna be not streaming yet, but I will be streaming soon. But I will be also right now uploading gameplay videos of right now Call of Duty. That's my game of choice. So I'm gonna be doing commentary and uploading short clips of me playing the game. So build an audience that way. So look out for that. Rolling Stoner, you know, there's triple S's on that bitch. Rolling Stoner. Of course, Twitter me. Follow me on Twitter. Rolling Stoner with triple S's on that bitch, of course. So yeah, just so you know, and like I said before, the Rolling Stoner podcast is gonna slowly slide more towards music, and on the other flip side, there'll be video game uploads. And since you're quarantined, what else are you gonna do? You gonna sit there and watch me play video games? Why not, right? So again, follow me on Twitter, Rolling Stoner, at Rolling Stoner, and you can follow this podcast. Everything's still gonna be dropping on Wednesdays. Kept me, kept everything else, but the name changed, everything changed. Welcome back, right?
Don't worry about the future. We're in good hands.